And you can see Bartram's, MRCT, Anglia Freight, Trans Am, Burston Mill. Roy Humphreys, Richard Long, I used to escort wide loads for. Plenty of hosts, drive monster 18-wheelers, 666 dual trucks. That's a Jaguar there. Full of mad monster lies and bogus diagnoses. 3 attempts to run me off the road, also narrowly missed escape, 1 big high-speed ram. And that's a Jaguar following the lorry, but no Black Panther. Sandringham serial killer, Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station. Mountain bike rapist, Child 44, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, and that one had 23 on it. As always, very good film, Jim Carrey, number 23. But no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde. Number 21 or number 23, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. So you can see Burston Mill, Pages and Code. This Skelton Road Assassins, this Woodyard. Parish Fields, Not So Healthy Centre. They are all related. One big black axe hatchet job, saw trap in this Norfolk, UK. That was a chicken lorry that just went by. You can see Granswick Crown chicken managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah. Tricky Ricky Martin. Supervisors, Tim, Connor, Vida. Burston supervisors, team leaders, engineers. This Skelton Road Assassins. Real cutting room jigsaw traps, only get your throat slit like a chicken's neck. Very deadly serial killer bird flu virus that's infected this Norfolk, UK. But no Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Bridie Hunley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here. No Beast of Punjab, Bradford. There was a man recently who was bundled into the back of a red van in Bradford in broad daylight. It's only us and vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. So monster lies did cost me my job on nights, then on days, led to my suspension. Crown Chicken wavered at the time, and they've now moved to their state-of-the-art killer machine factory at Eye in Suffolk. So that led to my suspension, a 15-day bogus investigation I had no say in, and then my immediate dismissal and not one word in writing. And there was a Granswick bacon butcher in Hull who did abduct, kidnap, rape and butcher Libby Squire, the young UEA student. And as always, no one hidden in my frame fixed lockup. Very good crime drama hidden. Man riding round in a red pickup abducting young girls. So again, no one hidden in my frame fixed lockup. No bodies, no guns, no drugs, no children. I really don't think so. And as always, certainly no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter. No sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, purple guy, serial killer here. Purple guy was the serial killer in the Freddy Fazbear's cartoon series, but this is not a cartoon or a comic. That is real life, high crimes, royal blue murder, frames and fixer switches, monster lies and bogus diagnosis, and certainly not mine. So they will pay to make you disappear or box you up, lock you up, throw away the key. Again, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine. And the royal family speaking out about the Epstein files in support of the victims. But what about a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl abused and hunted and found dead on New Year's Day? Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And Prince Harry in court taking on the Daily Mail newspaper group. To quote his own words, says that no one is above the law, people should be responsible and accountable. So will he be responsible and accountable for the death of a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day? Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. Because that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate. Killing fields, loud and clear, so they're high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, and certainly not mine. So sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow golden compass. They certainly will cover up Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host, Red Dragon, his high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And it has come out in the Epstein files, another young girl who was also murdered, but this time it did involve Prince Andrew-Epstein, Frogmore Cottage. Again, we got a bit of drizzle, but we have had plenty of rain, so you can Google the rains list. That is disclosed in the rains list. You can Google it, search for it also on YouTube. That is disclosed in the rains list, how they wear claws to claw their victims. Human hunting parties, human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome, castles, manor houses. UK's Devil Island, country estates, satanic ritual abuse and sacrifices of children, young girls, women and the homeless. And there is a post saying that Jeffrey Epstein ordered all this sulfuric acid. You can find a video on YouTube called Satan's Children, where a young girl did escape from the big Freemason fraternal satanic cults on the UK's Devil Island. Experts who have listened to her story said that she is telling the truth. Human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, again harvesting adrenochrome. Victims hunted, abused, eating their organs, drinking their blood, and then their remains were dissolved in acid. So say Jeffrey Epstein ordered a big lorry load of sulfuric acid. And 7 twos on that one. Again, 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. More bogus diagnosis than on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified using new DNA technology. But no Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, Serial Killer Head, Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob, Kenzie Number 10, Keir Starmer, and the Labour loonies for details. Scotland Yard, Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Sachs Goburn Goffer, Windsor SS, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. Simon Bailey done crying, his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner, not true detectives. So again, Jeffrey Epstein getting a big tanker load full of sulfuric acid. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, using acid to make their victims disappear after being hunted, abused, sacrificed, eating their organs, drinking their blood, harvesting adrenochrome. So there's plenty of people who'd like to make me disappear one way or another in order to cover up high crimes, royal blue matter, and certainly not mine.